Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're looking, or thanks for joining us if you're a subscriber, or thanks for having a look at the channel. Today we're continuing that BTR-60 build for the Iraqi Army stuff I'm doing, and eventually we'll buy more BTRs and do them for Soviet and other countries, but the instructions are on the back here. It's a pretty basic set of instructions there, but if you're looking for them, they're on the back of the box. So we'll get straight into the build. So the first thing I do is just cut out this base, and I'll just use these sprue snips. And then I cut out the top of the vehicle. Pardon me. The reason I do that is I just like to get the two sections of hull together. So next step, I'll just go along with a hobby knife and just take off any little edges. You can use a file. You know, like I always say in my videos, I'm not some expert modeler. Like I do what works for me, and I'm just sharing that, how I do it. So I'll go around this other side, but if you have a file, you want to use a file, you can just brush across them. But I also have a finer plastic file, which I'll use in another video and have a look at. Then quick test fit, make sure I'm happy with it, and I'll be using Mr. Cement Deluxe from Mr. Hobby. I'll just press down on that for a little bit and get that little bond happening. I'll just put that up there. Then come back to our sprue, and I'm just going to cut off this rear section. Same again, just go around and just tidy that up with a knife, hobby knife. You can cut close enough to the sprue that you don't have to do that, but I just like to run over the edges. This rear section, place it in, have a look. It's like a teardrop with that water drive, where that water drive is, so just make sure you got it that way round, only fitting one way. And a bit of glue around the edge, pop that in place. Doesn't want to go. Oh, there we go. Come out, don't pop out please. Pardon me. And then that's that rear drive in, and then we'll put that just up the top of the screen next to the glue, and we'll move on to the wheels. and I'll cut both sets out at the same time. And I'll just have a look across the top. They don't really, if you don't need to touch them up, don't, because they're got a pattern tread on them. So I only really cut them if I need to, and a test fit. Now when you fit these in, they'll sit on a slight angle. You won't put them on square, they won't be straight. There'll be a little bit of an angle there, so just keep that in mind. Way too much glue, because I'm a nutcase. And just hold that for a sec. Let it bond. Spin around. Same the other side. Now the wheels are universal, so they just go in either way, either side. There's no actual side. And that's the same, they're on a little bit of an angle, so we'll look down there, you'll see it's just a slight angle. And we've got our lower section done. Awesome, because we're trying to get this done in that 10-minute time frame. Turret. So if it looks like I'm rushing, I'm just watching the clock, that's all. You know, put yourself under pressure, eh? And once I've got the turret out, I'll drop that turret pin out too, and normally you can just spin that around or fall out. Have a quick look around the turret. Looks pretty good. I'll put a little bit of cement there just to get that turret pin in place. Excellent. And we'll leave that just to dry for 2 seconds. Then we'll move on to the trim vane, which is here. Yeah, just be careful because it's got a couple of edges on it each side. And you don't want to take them off. And it goes these rounded edges, so these bits that stick out towards the bottom. So remember that, and you'll be right. And it just sits under there, under the front. So little line of glue there. Oh. Trim vane's in place. Excellent. Come back to our turret. That pin would have set by now, and we will get the machine gun out. Now, if you ever see a BTR-60 with its original main arm on it, they're big. They look big. The turrets look big. The guns look big. And I'll just tidy up that end. It's a bit hard to see, but just trimming up that end. Spin the turret over. I won't test fit it because I know it will fit straight in. And make sure you get the right way now. It's upside down, spin him around. Put that there to set, which will only take a few seconds. Then I'll do the hatch open. So we've got this hatch here, crew commander's hatch. Spin it around. Get that out without losing it. And everything else on there is a extra. So we've got a tyre, some fuel cans, jerry cans, and a little ammunition box there. So we'll look at doing them after, or adding them on before we spray, and some we might add on after we spray. So quick tidy up of that commander's hatch. Once we're happy with that, just a little bit of glue across the front here. Put that hatch on. And take a sec to bond, and then we'll put our turret on, and there we have our BTR-60 assembled in 11 minutes. So you could build a big series of these and not take too much time at all. So I'll get the rest assembled. We'll do a platoon of 4, or we might do the 5 if someone says, oh, let's do 5, and we'll do 5, but otherwise we'll just do the 4. And left over on the sprue is, like I said, a bit of storage gear, so we'll look at painting that up and gluing it onto the vehicle probably after we paint them. So thanks for watching, and that's our BTR-60 for our Iraqi Army build, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for your support.